I contend to you this evening, and for those who will be watching, I contend to you that Alex Jones is a liar, Alex Jones is a beast, Alex Jones is a devil, and any black man or black woman that follows the teachings of Alex Jones or these libertarians is deaf, dumb, and blind. No black man and woman should follow Alex Jones and the Obama deception. I didn't come to lighten up. I didn't come to be around the bush tonight. I didn't come to blame my little brother or my big brother Barack Obama for the trouble that America's in, or for what America, or the trouble that America is going through. I didn't come to pin the tail on the donkey, Barack Obama. I came to pin the tail on the honky, Alex Jones. Let's get down. Some of us have been taken off of the path. You don't want to hear Elijah Muhammad anymore. You don't want to hear black teachings and black ideology and black theology. You want to see, how many of you saw this video? I watched this video over and over again. I'm telling you straight up, I think nothing of it. I think it is a mixed up, edited, and shrewdly sly, put together video to attack Barack Obama by some devious devils, and it has no merit at all for the liberation struggle for black people. Let me just tell you why. Point number one, before you even get started, nowhere, anywhere in the video or DVD, nowhere did they talk about your condition. Nowhere did all of those white folks who are on here talking about so-called globalism and the New World Order, and talking about what was coming down the pipe and what was going on with the international bankers, they didn't mention it one time. We don't have the time and the luxury to get into some distraction or debate about Barack Obama with the critical and the crucial problems that are facing the black community. What in the hell do we look like? Sitting here arguing about Barack Obama with black-on-black violence still raging in the streets. What the hell do we look like? Sitting here trying to pick apart Barack Obama when violence against the black woman and disrespect of the black woman and the condition of the black family is still at way too high and unacceptable levels. What do we look like? Trying to find some secret shadow government, some Bilderberger group, some council on foreign relations. Hell, the police department is right down the street. You want to tell me it's some white man way off in space that we can't even see in the shadows, and the police chief who has an army that's killing our people every day is right around the corner, and you're going to tell me that's my enemy? Some shadow government? No, sir. No, ma'am. I'll fight the whole world on this TV. And I'll fight the whole world on the concept that Barack Obama is the problem.
Barack Obama, of course, came from the Ford Foundation as well. Jesse Jackson came from the Ford Foundation. The Ford Foundation has always used the civil rights community to spy on the black community. Martin Luther King was funded by the Ford Foundation. Reverend, what's his pastor? Reverend Wright. Reverend Wright comes out of the Ford Foundation. New pastor they got up there now, Reverend Moss, comes out of the Ford Foundation. I'm starting to look at Father Flager. Since we talk about white folk and which white folk we can dismiss, Father Flager got a real friendly relationship with the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. A real friendly relationship, and I love the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. So we can listen to that white man while we can't listen to another white man. Given an opportunity to put a moratorium on foreclosures, he said you on your own. He said if you got a home and you in over your head, and you got 13 million people as of last year that was in over the price of their home, then he said you on your own. But he didn't say that when it came to Wall Street, right? He said let's bail them out. $787 billion. You had your Congressman Elijah Cummings who voted against it initially, and Donna Edwards down here in PG County. Barack Obama called them personally and twisted their arm and told them to vote for the bailout. And if I ask most of you right now, have you benefited from the bailout or the stimulus package? You don't even know what's in the stimulus package. After he promised that when he was running, that he would wait 5 days before he signed the bill so that there would be transparency in this White House, because there wasn't no transparency in the previous administration. I mean, this is what he said in his own words now. So don't say you want change, and then when you get in there, there's no change, there's just exchange. Or there's just changing like a chameleon. So every time something happens, he keeps changing. But he denounced our leaders. He denounced black leaders. Alex Jones, as my brother said, is not speaking about us per se in the DVD, even though he talks about how they use Native Americans against their own people in this country. See, Malcolm talked about that. He called them Toms. So you gotta understand, even though he may not say blacks, he said that they use the same thing with other minorities in this country, although we are a majority. But we accept that language from up top down low now. We are a majority, not a minority in this country, because we outnumber white folk 11-1 on the planet. But it was Barack Obama who the only time he wants to speak to black people is when he's beating you down. When he spoke to black men about being better fathers, but yet he was left by his father. So how is he going to condemn you? He tells us about responsibility, but he won't tell Wall Street about responsibility? How's he going to tell us about responsibility, and he just bailed them out with $787 billion? And you were talking about a homeowner with a $50,000 home or a $100,000 home, and you just bailed out Bears and Stern? You just bailed out Goldman Sachs? You just bailed out AIG? And they're going to tell you about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? You say, no, the weapons of mass destruction are on Wall Street. That's where the weapons of mass destruction are. Not in Iraq, but on Wall Street. So he denounced Minister Farrakhan, not us. He denounced it in front of white folk. He denounced his own minister in front of white folk. He threw his own grandmother under the bus in front of white folk, even though she's a white woman. That's what he did. So black people have never turned their backs on Barack Obama.